Okay, so you want to start it off? Or
I mean, we already started.
all right, well, welcome back. This is the Sports Dynasty podcast. Now we're both on the thing together.
Yes, we are.
Um,
Finally.
um, yes, finally, after some technical difficulties, it's finally over.
Yeah. It
Make
was
sure you
weird.
all.
It was weird. I
It was
said it
weird.
like 3 times
Most,
during the last week's podcast. Like, it was kind of weird not doing this without you.
yeah, yeah, I know for real, man. And I'm glad everything's back. Well, not back to normal, but most importantly, everybody out there, stay safe. It's COVID-19 is kicking ass, but don't worry, we'll kick his ass back. Everyone be safe, enjoy, try to keep, just be safe at the end of the day. That's the most important thing. But we have a lot to talk about today. A certain thing that's been bothering me over the last couple of weeks about the NFL free agency.
We may
But we're
have our
going to get to that in a
first.
second.
We may have our first live debate.
Yes,
Because if
sir,
it's
I
what I
agree.
think it is, I don't agree with everything he's gonna say. But we'll see.
Okay, cool. Most importantly, we are on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartradio, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Radio, at Podcast Dynasty on Twitter, and we appreciate the support from all you guys. Um,
Ah,
our our live stream we had 2 weeks ago had like almost like 300 views on Facebook, which is pretty
I
cool.
wish we could do that
So
again. I really do wish.
I wish I wish we could do that again too. It was pretty cool though.
That was
But
was really fun.
it did well. It did really well. A lot of like, over like 70, 80 comments. People from all over the country. Appreciate you all for being part of that stream. We'll do it again soon, but that was really much fun.
Depends on COVID. It depends on COVID.
Fucking COVID. Yeah. All right. So let's get started, buddy.
Yeah, you got more to talk about than I do because I had the whole thing so already.
All right. Cool.
So I'll
So
just
as
intervene when I have to.
you know, yes. So I have an issue with something going on right now. Now, last week the Carolina Panthers released Cam Newton. The same Cam Newton who won the MVP in 2015,
I was
who went to a Super Bowl in 2015. Lost, but he went to the Super Bowl. Just pretty much when healthy, the more consistent players in the league when healthy. Now he's been injured a lot the last 2 years or so. But like I said, like those type of quarterbacks are hard to come by, like really, really good quarterbacks to come by. So the fact of the matter is that he was released, right? Which obviously they wanted to trade for him because obviously it's a brand new regime in Carolina. Matt Rule's is the new coach, basically the coach and GM. Then you have a new owner who recently bought the team a couple of years ago, and now it's like they're moving on from Cam. They made moves. They traded Kyle Allen, who was their quarterback, to Washington, and then they signed Teddy Bridgewater, who was originally from New Orleans, who did well in New Orleans, got paid, which is good, no problem whatsoever. So they pretty much let Cam Newton go. So it's like, okay, cool. My issue is why hasn't anybody in the league called Cam for a job? I don't get it. Chicago traded for Nick Foles, and besides Nick Foles, who was good in Philadelphia, he was trash. When he was in St. Louis with the Rams, he was trash. When he was in Jacksonville before he got hurt, he was ass. He lost his job to undrafted quarterback and Gardner Minshew, even though he's great, and I think they make the right move with that. But it's ridiculous. Like, how? Like, you gonna tell me in Chicago that you overtraded for Nick Foles to get him? And honestly speaking, he's a tad bit better than Mitchell Trubisky, but Cam Newton's better. Cam Newton would have fit that team perfectly. You mean else? Pittsburgh Steelers, for example. We're not even sure if Ben Roethlisberger is going to come back from injury or if he's going to be 100%. Secondly, your backups are garbage. Duck Hodges and Mason Rudolph are not NFL QBs. They're not. They're garbage. Hot garbage. And you can
no
see
disagreement there, bro.
hot garbage. You mean something that you couldn't call Cam? You couldn't call Cam? Washington. Now you traded for Kyle Allen, right? Kyle Allen, and obviously you're gonna have Dwayne Haskins as the quarterback there. But I feel bad for Dwayne Haskins because they really haven't given him a fair shake of how they have the one more running with it. Last year, they pretty much threw into the fire with no type of purpose and say, "Oh, just go do it." And then when he fucks up, you're like, "Oh, well, he's not good enough." Which means he's not good enough. He's not good enough. You mean to tell me that you want to have Kyle Allen be the one to start over Dwayne Haskins? Does that make any sense to you at all whatsoever? No, it makes no damn sense. You mean to tell me that Dwayne Haskins wouldn't be able to learn from Cam Newton in Washington with Ron Rivera as the coach. The Carolina connection is right there. How? I don't understand. It just don't make no sense to me. There's a lot of at least offer a backup. People say, "Oh, he might be a backup in the league." A backup? Where? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand why the fact that Cam Newton does not even have a job in this league. An MVP not even in the league no more. It's just sad. I can't believe it.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
I'm so envious. I want that beer. All right. So first of all, Gardner Minshew is 6th round pick. Don't play him like that. Second,
Oh,
second of all, well, Jadeveon Clowney still doesn't have a job yet either. As of March 31st at 1:09 p.m. Eastern time, he still doesn't have a job yet either. So I guess he could be disbanding his time also. So there's people who haven't got signed yet. So it
Could be.
happens. And so Jameis Winston also hasn't been signed yet. So now, when it comes to him being a starter somewhere, where in the hell will that be? Let's go through all the quarterbacks in every team, shall we? New England,
Okay.
well, I mean, we have Jarrett Stidham. We'll see how that goes. That's by the end of the show. We're gonna talk about that. You got Josh Allen, who had higher upside, so why would you take him over when he's been started for two
Yeah.
years?
Okay.
Sam
Yeah.
Darnold is in a hellhole, so why would you put Cam Newton in a hellhole anyway? But Sam Darnold has more upside. Or I'm missing Miami. Uh, they're probably gonna draft Tua Tagovailoa, so like, and they got Ryan Fitzpatrick, who's a capable backup anyway. So why waste money there?
Yeah.
That's AFC East.
Yeah.
Now the AFC North, they got the MVP. He ain't going nowhere. Roethlisberger, we don't know, so we'll keep the Steelers on the side because that's one of the teams you said. Cincinnati, they're gonna draft Joe Burrow, so there you go. And Cleveland, they got Baker Mayfield, so they're good there. So that's that. So Pittsburgh's the only team that will give you right now. Now let's go to the other division, the South. Philip Rivers and Jacoby Brissett and Colts, right? Yeah. We got Houston, the hellhole, with poor Deshaun Watson. We got,
I feel bad for
yeah, Gardner Minshew, and then we got what's the other team? Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan
Ryan Tannehill.
Tannehill. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what's funny? The minute we're talking about this, Bleacher Reports put out article saying what are the best 5 spots for Cam. So I guess we'll use that later too. See how wrong they are. Um, the
Okay.
AFC West. We got Cojones, the best player in football. We got
Okay.
Chargers is another team
Derek
up on
Carr.
the side. The Chargers will put them on the side because that's another good one.
Oh, how about the Chargers? Yeah, the Chargers. Tyrod
Put them on
Taylor
the
is the
side.
backup.
I
Really?
know. He's working out over there too with Tyrod Taylor. That's funny. Derek Carr and bum ass Mariota they got in Oakland. So there's no point of putting this what's his face there, especially when there's no one to
Sorry,
throw to.
sorry. Las Vegas. Las
There's Las
Vegas.
Vegas and Denver. They have Drew Lock, so higher
Yeah, which
upside. So we got what 2, maybe 3. You want to count Oakland? I mean, sorry, Las Vegas. We got 3 possible teams in the AFC. Now the NFC, his old division: Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, and now they got Teddy Bridgewater. They're stacked. They don't need nothing
I,
there.
I have a,
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
the East. That's all young dudes. Carson Wentz, Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones, and Dwayne Haskins. They're all young dudes. I understand what we're talking about with what's his face though, Washington, but you can't bench him now. So to me, that's gone. The North, we got Aaron Rodgers, we got Matthew Stafford, Kirk Cousins who signed a deal, so he ain't going nowhere, and Nick Foles. So that was one of the places we said earlier in the season, but now they took Nick
Yeah,
Foles, so that's out of the picture. They're paying a shit ton too, but oh well. And then the West, we got Russell Wilson, the second best player in football. We have Jimmy Garoppolo, Jared Goff, and Kyler Murray. So to me, the NFC is
yeah.
completely out of the picture. You're not going anywhere for starting in there. So
Makes
Pittsburgh,
sense.
now Pittsburgh, Roethlisberger's arm might be falling off. We don't know that yet. We have no idea, and they have no backup. The draft is here, so they'll probably want to drafting somebody in the 3rd or 4th round. Then, do you want to have a broken down guy who's past his prime as your primary quarterback when you don't have many pieces to throw to a Juju Smith-Schuster and an aging offensive line with a team whose offensive mindset isn't exactly the best? Are you sure you want to put him in Pittsburgh? I don't like Pittsburgh for him. I personally would rather have Jameis Winston off of fit. not because he's better than Cam Newton, because of fit. I'd like James Winston there more than Cam Newton. Then the
Yeah.
Chargers. The Chargers, at least you'll have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams with Austin Eckler. So it'll just like when he first got there when he had Steve Smith and like Olsen and all that. It'll be just like that. That line is still ass though. So are we gonna really expose him to that? Like
I mean,
ass. Like it's bad. Like bad.
yeah, the Lions ass, but I do like Anthony Lynn. Anthony Lynn there, like I think that he would be able to fit them perfectly right there too. But this is like my problem is like he don't even offer him a job. It's like I get it's the NFL is a business. I get that you could be in the league for 1 year, the next year, I believe the next year, but I think Cam Newton deserved at least
No. You're right. You're right. There's
a
no
job
question about that.
offer.
He's 100% an NFL player. He should be in the roster. It was last week he got cut, right? It was last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah, actually, yeah.
So I mean, give it a minute, it'll happen. But my point is, him being a starter, I don't hate him not being a starter at all. I don't see anyone. He's traditionally a very inaccurate dude who's a running quarterback, not a running thrower. No, he is a running quarterback. His first instinct is to run and run only. His body's broken down. He's been injured the last 2 seasons. So I'm not mad that they don't want him to be a starter anymore. I don't see what the problem is, honestly. And then for people to say that New England is a landing spot, I should slap you silly for even thinking
I
about
like
that.
to say that. I like to say that. I'm like, there's no way. First of all, he's gonna ask for like at least 15 million. We only have like 87,000 in cap space.
We really
Like
do.
it's
I don't even know
ridiculous.
we have 6 digits. I really don't. We're broke.
Like it's like less than $1 million. Like it's terrible. But I don't know. I'm just saying that at least give him an offer. At least somebody give him
He's
something.
gonna be
Like
in
and
the
then
roster.
like I'll be like if everything goes down with this COVID crap and the NFL is back and running by the time he needs to be on the NFL roster
He's gonna be.
somewhere, somewhere,
He's gonna be. There's no
somewhere.
question about that.
It all depends on where. My thing is that like, come on, like he's an NFL MVP, like in the Super Bowl, and honestly speaking, the best quarterback Carolina has ever had. If
It's
you
not
think
close.
about it,
Yes, it's not close.
it's not close, but just it's something. I just think that unfortunately, injuries happen. Things happen. It's not on our control. But you know what I'm saying. But it just sucks. It bothered me like, yo, come on, man,
Nah,
come on, man. You mean
that's his
Tyrod Taylor?
play style, man. That's how it is. And we don't know if the Chargers might draft Justin Herbert anyway. So
I mean, not sure either. We're not
so
sure
if
about
he
that either.
does,
You're
then
right.
then it makes sense for them not to get him because then they'll have Tyrod Taylor take the job for a year or two, and then Justin will take over. If they do that, then it makes sense. So we don't know, but he does deserve to be in the
Yeah,
roster, though. I don't disagree with that. I just
I
think
agree.
him being a starter, I don't see why he should be a starter. I don't get that. Then again,
Uh,
you can call me biased if you want, because you know I never liked him in his entirety of his career. So he's always been ridiculously inaccurate, has no real throwing prowess to me whatsoever. He's just a runner. He's a dynamic player,
yeah.
strong dude, but he's been in the hospital for the last 2 years. So how much longer can he be running like that? Because he can't throw. He's a career sub 60% passer. Like dog, you can't. Your accuracy is horrible.
That makes sense. That makes sense. But I just think that, like I said before, should be at least give him an offer. I know what
He's
I'm saying,
gonna.
but
That's happening. There's no way in hell we're
I'm just,
starting the
I'm just
NFL in September without him in the roster. That's not happening. He's gonna be in the roster.
now. Now that happens. If they do somehow, some way, he's not on the roster by
Then
September,
that
August.
to me
Then we're
something's
gonna
wrong
have
with him. To me, if that happens, something's wrong with him. There is no way in hell he's not on the roster. That's not possible. That means he has to be hurt more than we really ever realize. That's the only way.
I'm just praying for Cam. I hope he gets a job. I
Be
think it's
alright.
crazy he's not in the league.
Be alright. So what's
Yeah.
next?
Besides that, it is, obviously, the basketball thing going on right now, as far as that, a lot of the players get affected and everything, and I think
They're getting
that we're
healthier
not
though.
gonna have
Though.
a season. They're gonna help it though.
Yeah, we
I
probably not.
personally,
Yeah, I agree with you.
I highly doubt they'll have a season because I think when Kevin Durant had contracted the virus, I'm like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. They're gonna make sure they're gonna take precaution with this. And it sucks because it's like, yo, man, like this was looking to be a very good NBA season.
This
You know,
postseason was
like
gonna be so fire. It was gonna be so good.
good, like John Morant, like I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I think America would say that unless you're a big basketball fan who follows college basketball heavily, or basketball heavily, when he played in Murray State last year, when they upset Louisville, I think they upset Louisville in the first round. Nobody knew who John Morant was, but now that he had that one and had that one game where he killed, and he's the number 2 pick, he clearly to me was the rookie of the year. But a lot of people complain and say that Zion Williamson, for the amount of games he played for a short period of time. That the fact that it matters that I think the NBA writers when they said that this since the season's over we might as well just see who will win the MVP if it ended today, and not one writer gave Zion Williamson a vote, and I'm like, wow. And I get it. People are upset saying why didn't they give Zion Williamson a vote, at least one vote for MVP. I'm like, listen, didn't play. He didn't play a lot of games. John Moran has been more consistent. John Moran has gotten the Grizzlies into playoff contention at the moment before they cut everything down. Like, it's a complete culture change down there in Memphis. So I'm like, I don't blame them at all. I don't blame them at all, honestly. I don't blame them at all whatsoever.
Yeah, he played
But
5 minutes. You're done. No, you're not getting no damn award. Like,
I never
hello?
understood. I never understood that even though you play like 10 games, but you miss like 30 games, but they only average the points you average when you play. I'm like, wait a minute. So he's averaging 25 points a game, right? But he only played 10 games,
So then
but
it's
he's missed like 30.
useless. Yeah, so it's useless. Who cares?
Yes, why? I don't know why the NBA constantly like that. That's kind of stupid. It's kind of like when LeBron last year, before he got hurt and missed like half the season for injury, he still averaged 26, 27 points. I'm like, wait a minute, how? If he missed like all those games, like they only count the games you play, which I think is kind of stupid. But I don't know. That's just me. I just think that they should count it. But other than that, it's just everything going crazy right now. It's like sports are concerned. It's like, damn, the obviously Tom Brady, obviously in Tampa, he basically, and I'm not lie with Tom. I really enjoyed the fact that he was so he told the media, because I know the media was going to do it. They're going to ask you. They asked him, "Oh, what happened in New England? Why didn't it go the right way?" And it's like, yo, it's like, listen, I'm not talking about that anymore. I had a great time over there, and he handled it very well. But we had
It's time, of
our
course.
discussion. We had our discussion talking about like I was thinking about what I said before. And I said, listen, like even though he's not on the team anymore, I do appreciate him, and it's kind of hard not to root for him down there. But I root for him, but not for the team. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
what I'm doing.
I was a little harsh back there in my house thing. I was a
Yeah,
little
you
harsh
see
on
the
him
error of
last
your
night.
ways, right? It made no damn sense.
Yeah, I was a little harsh. I was a little harsh. But the thing is that it's not his fault that he left. Think about it.
That
He
is what I
wants.
was trying to tell you for the last 2 weeks. Like it wasn't his
It's not his
fault.
fault.
If he left like Antonio Brown, then I will understand why he didn't want to support him. But he left because Belichick didn't want him anymore. Basically,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
time to move on. So that's why.
I, I'll give him that. I'll give him that. But I will hope that he succeeds in Tampa. Listen, man. I love
Thank
the guy.
you,
I grew up watching
bro.
him.
You literally just
I
took
grew up.
out a whole debate we're about to have now. He said, "Thank you." That's all I was trying to say. I don't give a shit about
Nah,
Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay can go suck it. I'm talking about the one guy is the only guy I'm rooting for. So if they lose, I don't care. That has nothing to do with my team. But if he wins, let's go, Tom Brady. That's how it's gonna be.
yeah, of course, of course. Like, especially if let's say if Tampa was going to the Super Bowl and play the Chiefs, then obviously I'm going with Tampa because I hate the Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs. Like for me, if it's not New England, I don't go for any AFC team at all.
Yeah,
Like
no,
the Super
no.
Bowl, I went for San Francisco, not because of Jimmy G, only because I hate the Chiefs so much. I'd rather see them get one over the Chiefs. But the Chiefs are obviously they got the best player in the league in the world right now, so you can't get mad at that. So
Yeah, that's all I was trying to say. You root for Tom, not the Bucks. The Bucks can go suck it somewhere. That team means nothing to me. It's Tom Brady's over there, so
yeah,
I root for Tom Brady. So if they lose, it has nothing to do with my psyche because he didn't lose. The Patriots didn't lose Tom Brady. I don't give a shit. But if they win,
so
let's go. That's Tom Brady. Get seven. Let's go.
but I'll tell you, no,
LFG.
I'm not gonna buy a jersey though. I'm not gonna do that. I
That
can't
I
do it. I
that I
can't
get.
have.
I understand that.
I can't do it.
I am, but
Like
I understand. But I get you.
I,
That I
I can't do
understand.
it. But other than that, yeah. So I was thinking about saying, what, man, they're a little harsh, man.
So
Maybe I
you're
could have,
getting over it. So there you go. So that's what the
yeah,
sign is.
yeah. I was over it a long time ago, but I just and then on Facebook you see people, arguing with other Patriot fans about that you're not a real fan. Listen, I understand where they're coming from, and I understand the people that's coming from too.
I
We
don't.
don't say anything about LeBron James, so when the
Same.
fans
The
just
same
rob
thing
his
happened.
name,
The same thing happened to Joe Montana and Peyton Manning, and they all left a similar way Tom Brady left. So they
yeah,
supported Peyton. I think, yeah, the Colts supported Peyton because he got cut. So they supported Peyton Colts
no,
fans, and then
no, the
49ers
difference.
fans supported Joe Montana. So why don't we support Tom Brady? It's not like he ran away like a bitch. No, he basically got cut too. So
If
it's not
anything, if anything, for the Colts, they was angry
at Jim
the owner
Irsay,
because
yeah,
like
because they cut him, yeah.
saying, yo, it was stupid for them to cut him. And look what happened. He went to Denver and had literally a revived season career, an extra 4 or 5 years of domination. Then his last year he was ass. But you
See,
know what I'm saying?
but I can explain that part. People gonna talk about that if he stayed in the Colts. They do know that that Colts roster was beyond ass, right? What the hell was Peyton Manning gonna do with that roster? Break his neck again. That was what's gonna happen. This is what happened to Andrew Luck. So Colts
Oh
fans,
man,
they calm about that. Hold up, y'all wouldn't have won shit if you had Peyton Manning because your roster was that ass. Remember what happened in
yeah.
2010? That's what's gonna happen to you again. Except Peyton Manning's gonna break his neck permanently. So yeah, don't get it twisted, Colts fans. Relax. Y'all did the right thing going moving on Andrew Luck because you saved him and his life. That's why. Denver's roster
But
was stacked, so that's why they were able to take care of him, and he lasted another 5 years.
But at least I think for them it's poor. I think for them they was like, you know what is what it is. When they beat the Broncos in
They
2014
did
in the
get their
divisional
closure.
round,
Yes, they did get their
so,
closure.
that was their closure right there.
They did.
Even though they got the shit kicked up by New England, they're like, we beat him. So that's we can say that,
Hopefully we'll have that same satisfaction next year. But we do play Tom Brady next year
yeah.
in
So
2021. So hopefully we'll have that same closure. I'll feel good.
I'm not. I'm speaking of New England. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Jarrett Stidham, right? I think Jarrett Stidham. I said I'm gonna give him a chance, but I think that one game with the Jets, I'm like, all right, cool. That was a stupid pass he threw the pick six in a couple of weeks in week 3 against the Jets when they played them
That
and
was
in
that was
Foxborough.
that was horrid, bro.
That was horrid. But that's like one pass that we judged him on. People saying that. Now listen, I want him to succeed
We need
as
him.
much as I want anyone to succeed. I want him to succeed. So if he's going to be the starter for 2020 for us, then I'm going to support him. Do we got to do? Now, my issue was when they drafted Danny Elton in 2018, they were saying the heir apparent is here. The heir apparent, Danny
Dumbass
Elton.
fans are gonna say anything about that, bro. You could have drafted fucking Paxton Lynch. They would have said that shit. Like
Oh my God.
exactly. So like these idiot fans don't know what the hell they're talking about.
It's crazy. Paxton Lynch played for the Jets. I totally forgot he was in the league. I remember he played against the Patriots in last year in week 3. He was the starter. Got hurt, broke his leg, and he had bum ass Luke Falk. I'm like, wait a minute, Paxton Lynch is still in the league?
I didn't even know he was in that
What the
game.
hell's
I had no idea.
oh, yo? I didn't know. I'm like, yo, that shit was crazy. But that's kind of like. Other than that, the NFL right now, I'm waiting for the draft. And also, I was actually breaking news came up on the Bleacher Report that the Dolphins are trying to trade up to Cincinnati for the number 1 pick
To
overall.
get
You
Joe
know,
Burrow.
which Joe Burrow, which I think makes sense for them. But you know how Cincinnati is. Cincinnati is a dumb, really horribly ran franchise. So it's like they'll find a way to fuck it up.
I would have
Even though
taken
it's
that
sure,
in a heartbeat if I was Cincinnati.
yeah,
In a heartbeat, I'll take that.
yeah,
Quick. That
yeah.
had
I
to
agree.
that had to cost at least 2 more first round picks. At least. I
I
would have
agree.
three
I
first round picks, 3 of them in this draft. You can get Tua and a top tackle and you can get so much shit. I would have taken that in a heartbeat, bro. But like
I
you
agree.
said,
I agree. I agree. But it's Cincinnati because people are saying that that why would the Bengals trade the number 1 pick? First of all, as bad. I mean, I can't even say Andy Dalton is bad because he wasn't good, but his team was fucking garbage. But more than likely, he probably gonna stay. He's gonna probably gonna stay there, stay in Cincinnati because why? why would he let him go? Because we're gonna trade him for no trade for him. You're bringing back AJ Green, just like yo. So you might as well just build around. I agree. Like if I'm them, make the deal. Let Miami get the number one pick. Like you mentioned before, yeah, 3 first-round picks. Who can say that? 3 first-round picks. Who can say that? Within the 3 top 20 picks. Who can say that?
I'm saying, and you're gonna go down
And
to 5. Tua will more than likely still be there. You
still
can
be
get
there.
Tua, and then have 2
And
more
then build.
picks to build the roster.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
I'm saying
100% agree. But the Bengals are, is what it is at this point. But I seen that. I say, you know what? Miami are right now. Now, even though the AFC East is a little bit, the AFC East is, as they say, wide open. I don't see how, but okay. But
that's Bill's
I
fucking thing to
do.
me, but whatever.
I don't understand it either. But Miami, the culture of Miami, I really like. I really after the culture of Miami, they found what they're looking for there. It's the culture there. Brian Flores was a great hire. As long as his managers stay out of their way, I think Miami can make some noise.
Me too.
I think he can make some noise. I think you know how a lot of Belichick's of old assistants, don't pan out well in the league. I think Brian
Right,
Flores can.
Patricia. Sorry.
What an idiot! Oh my
Yeah.
god, that is terrible.
Oh my
That
goodness.
is awful. But I really think he will pan out very well. I think he's good. I think he's smart enough to really, you know, I agree. Oh shit, that's crazy. But
You saw
other than
something
that,
cool, I guess. Okay.
yeah, I agree.
All right. Okay, we're in 26 minutes. We can end this one here. This was just a
All right,
show to pretty much remind everyone that we're alive and the show isn't canceled
yeah,
or anything. It's just that we gotta
no,
deal with
we're
extra
actually,
shit because of COVID. So
yeah, of course. So we're probably gonna try our best to do this Skype thing. Hopefully, actually, this actually worked very well. So we can probably do this probably once
we could do this whenever.
now. But
We ain't
yeah,
doing
whatever.
nothing else.
But I
Why
really,
not?
really want to get this essential indeed. But I saw it work though. So they
Oh
deemed
yeah,
me
yeah,
as an
yeah, yeah.
essential worker.
You're a
So
security.
other
Yeah,
than
yeah, I
that,
know.
yeah. So yeah, I'm security of a pharmacy. So that's good enough. So other than that, most importantly, like I said before, we're on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Radio, iHeartradio, Stitcher Radio. We're on at Podcast Dynasty, and of course, we thank you for your support. Um, stay safe out there. We're gonna kick COVID's ass. And don't worry, it'll be over soon. Just
Oh,
stay home, be safe, and we'll get over this soon so we can get back to our normally regular lives. And because, the sports bars miss us and we need to go back over there and support them. Goddamn right. But other than that, yeah. But other than that, we're good here. So we'll see you soon, guys. Peace.
so.